I just wanted to make a quick video about this because a lot of people point to this scene as proof that Han knows who Rey is. I'm of course talking about the scene where Maz Kanata asks Han, "Who's the girl?" and the movie then abruptly cuts away. Does it do so because Han is about to tell Maz something the movie doesn't want us, the audience, to know yet? Does Han know who Rey really is? Has he figured out that she's his long-lost daughter and he's about to reveal that to Maz? Now, sure, maybe, but likely there's a much better, simpler explanation. Now, for a minute, no matter what you believe this scene means, let's just assume that Han really doesn't know anything about Rey. Well, any more than he's learned about her since he discovered her aboard the Falcon, which is basically that she's a scavenger from Jakku who wants to get back to wait for her family. Oh, and that she knows her way around a ship pretty well, which is why he offers her a job. This would of course mean Han knows no more about Rey than we the audience knows about her. So if that's the case, I'll ask you this question. What would be the point of a scene where Han explains to Maz everything we already know about Rey? A scene where he basically reiterated everything the audience should have learned had they been paying any attention to the movie at all. Simply put, it would be wasted exposition and wasted time in a movie where every second of runtime is precious to tell this vast story. Now, sure, I'd watch a mostly unedited 4 or 5 hour Star Wars movie, or however long they wanted to make it. Hey, I'd even watch a 2-hour documentary about the different species of snakes and lizards that can be found on Dagobah. That's just the kind of Star Wars fan I am. I want to know everything about everything. But not everyone is like me. Like it or not, cuts need to be made in movies, and if this scene of an explanation from Han to Maz ever even did get filmed, it was a quick and easy cut because it doesn't further the story in any way. Don't believe it's that simple? Remember what Maz says to Rey when she finds her in the basement after the Force vision. Rey says, "I have to get back to Jakku." Maz then replies by saying, "Han told me," in a very sympathetic manner, because she feels bad for her. And what did Han tell her? That she's a scavenger from Jakku and wants to get back and wait for her family. Because that's all Han knew to tell her. Maz then goes on to tell Rey that she can see her eyes and that she already knows the truth. That whoever she's waiting for on Jakku, they're never coming back. And she doesn't know that because of anything Han told her. Don't forget that in the previous scene, the movie already established that Maz could read people just by looking into their eyes, and it did this by showing her predicting that Finn wanted to run, which of course he did. Now Maz can see in Rey's eyes that Rey already knows the truth, that no one is coming back for her on Jakku, and it's time to accept that truth and move on with her life. Okay, so you may now argue that Maz seemed very excited when she found Rey in the basement, and that was due to what Han had just told her. But I'd argue that her excitement came simply because Anakin's lightsaber had called to her, and she knew that, probably had even sensed it. Maz even said in the movie, "And now it calls to you." How did she know it actually called to her unless she had indeed sensed it? I mean, what if Rey had just stumbled upon the damn thing? Which sure would seem unlikely, but wouldn't it be more likely than the saber calling to her? So why even keep this line in the movie if it would steer people in the wrong direction? First, it was never intended to do that. It was intended to show the audience that Maz was interested in Rey, that she likely saw something in her eyes and even sensed something about her since Maz herself admits to knowing the Force. And I know there are a lot of people out there that won't want to believe this explanation, but I really believe this is just a case of film editing 101 and not an attempt to tease us about what Han knew about Rey. And no, to be clear, it no way proves that Rey is not the daughter of Han and Leia. It just means that if she is, Han doesn't know it at this point. Okay, well that's all I have for you this time. Do you agree with me, or do you still think the movie cut away to hide something? Let me know in the comments below what you think, and let's talk some Star Wars. Also, please subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos. If you're already a subscriber, then thanks for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching.